I think it's an honest car. It's worth.
I have never seen. My conclusion to the car is this the highest mileage Cayman around? Definitely, it's the highest mileage Cayman we've seen. So I will show you the mileage. $213,000. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how well this 2.7 Cayman base model has held up. So let's do a full inspection, including bodywork and interior, and see what we come back with. So the lady owned this car for the last 13 years and then sold it to someone local to us, and I'll do a condition report. So we can see here the bodywork is a little bit patchy. There is this bit of lacquer peel. Not sure what's happened on the bonnet there, but some sort of repair's been done. DIY repair, I might add. Onto the front bumper. We've got a little bit of a nick down here, and a bit of red paint on the bumper. Bit of blemishing. The wheels are definitely in need of a clean. It's very... oh, I'm actually cleaning it with my finger there. It's very dull. It's like it's not been washed in a while. Overall, I mean, there's a little bit of mark there, a little bit there. I mean, overall, it's not too bad considering this car was sub £4,000, and for a Porsche Cayman, that must be one of the cheapest on the market. There's a back end. Already see it's in need of some tail clamps. Bet they're split. Has got a little bit of damage to the back end there. Someone's reversed into a post. Yeah. Down this side, pretty straight down this side. Can see here, it's obviously been opened up on a garage door, a garage wall or something. It's pretty rubbed through the paint there. Let's go on to the interior and see how well that's held out. 2.7 base spec, no bows, no extended leather, no sports seats or anything like that. This is, yeah, what the seats worn like. Actually, that bolster's not too bad, but yeah, that seat's seen better days. It's not real leather, is it? It's the plasticky kind of leather. Yeah, you can see there as well. It's cracked on the armrest. But otherwise, I mean, buttons have worn out. They're probably the worst heater buttons I've seen in my life on a Porsche. But, I mean, that's stuff that's easily done, easily changed. But yeah, I mean, there's a few bad bits, but not overall. It's pretty good, I'd say. I mean, you got to respect that it has done over 200,000 miles, which I think, in Porsche terms, is credit to itself. What? Oh, the headlining's gone. Oh, wow.
He's in love. First time in love.
Very jazzy. What do you think, Adam?
I think it's an honest car. It's worth the money he spent on it.
He paid for it, but not a penny more. Yeah. I mean, it's got a button missing there as well on the CD thing.
These are often, it's all common stuff, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
But
They're the worst heater things you've ever seen, aren't they?
I'd rather drive this than a good Mazda.
And a good Mazda. I think I'll be in the same boat. I'd rather cry in my Porsche Cayman than Ford Focus. You know.
You think what else you could buy for that money?
And there's going to be a lot of crying when it's this mileage and it breaks down.
It's had the big things done now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a solid piece of Porsche engineering. Sounds just like a Porsche. Yeah? Right. Done a bit of a interior exterior condition. Let's go on to the mechanical, the important stuff underneath. Let's see whether it's good or bad under the ramp. So I'll start on this corner. First thing I've spotted is the brake shield at the back, heat shield. That's corroded away, so that's in need of a new shield. And surprisingly, I actually started on this corner. Shock's in good condition. Spring's in okay condition, yeah. It's a little bit of play in the steering, which I could feel, but yeah, not overly too bad from the start. It's got a snap mud shield, so that is missing. But air condensers, they're all good, not too bad. But when I go onto this side, I have never seen a shock so thin. Never seen the stanchions be be thinned away so much. So yeah, that is in need of replacement. It's a little bit greasy as well. See around there is in need, and there is a little bit of play in this suspension as well. But this side has got his arch line in. So we'll go on to the back, and again, all is good. In need of a couple of tyres. Front tyres are okay, but back suspension is all right. What about this corner? All is good. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's get it up in the air and see what it's like underneath. Right, let's see what's going on underneath. Rub marks from the curbs, but we have had a shock replacement. It does say Bilstein up there. At some point in his life it has had a new shock, but it's whittled away, to say the least. New track rod end. What else? New anti-roll bar link. Someone has spent some money on it to keep it on the road. I mean, I'm not surprised it's had new suspension at 213,000 miles. Yeah, same this side. New anti-roll bar link. Suspicious collar there. Not sure what's happened there. I think it's the rubber boot collar, the anti-roll bar. Surprisingly, this shock on the driver's side, stanchion's in good condition, but the body is horrendous. Then on this side, the Bilstein shock, the body's in really good condition, but the stanchion is whittled away. Interesting. Never seen that before. Oh, we got some cable ties holding on the arch lining. Nice, bit of JDM cable tying. Underneath, we've got all the under trays. I'm shocked at that. Actually, they're in pretty good condition. Yeah? Oh. Definitely got a rear main seal or an IMS seal leaking. But again, with the age of the car and the mileage, to be expected, I'd say. There we go. I called it earlier. I said there's a couple of exhaust clamps snapped, hence why the tailpipe's hanging down. So it's got that one snapped. Oh, and that one there. Yeah. Everything else actually was pretty good. Rear discs, a little bit pitted, but ain't gonna fail MOT. Probably need a replacement soon, but not that bad. And as you can see, it's had some new suspension arms and stuff on the rear end, maybe on the one side. No, I say, but both sides looks like it's had some suspension arms and stuff. Manifold bolts look pretty good, but I suspect that because the car's probably been driven quite a few miles every day, and I do find with these the worst ones are the cars that are stood up out in the rain. Corrosion seeps in and basically corrosion seeps in and just whittles the bolts away. But yeah, the bolts do look good. They do look in good condition. And no coolant leaks, surprisingly. It's the boot inspection.
There is a boot.
Yes.
Ah, that's incorrectly aligned.
Oh,
So we'll have to sort that out.
let's do that properly.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, fixed.
After decided value.
£10 charge for that. Lots of oil.
It's a bit warm in here. Why is it warm in here?
Coolant cap. Why is there a coolant bottle in the back, I wonder? No coolant leaks in it. So where's it going? Oh, both bottles are empty. That's a good sign, isn't it? Oil empty. Coolant
We all get thirsty.
empty. There were some thirsty miles. My conclusion to the high mileage 213,000 Cayman for less than £4,000 is actually it's not that bad. It's pretty solid underneath, apart from that one shock on the passenger side that the stanchion's actually whittled away, and a little bit of play in the suspension. But I would have guessed it would have had some sort of play somewhere along the lines with the mileage it's done. But other than that, it's actually a pretty solid car. There's no coolant leaks. It's got a little bit of an oil leak, but again, with the mileage, you'd kind of expect that. There's a few little trims that are broken, but again, the mileage is still, it's still a Porsche Cayman for less than £4,000. So I think it's actually if you plan on buying it and you're going to use it, bit of a bargain actually, but you're always, you know, yeah. I've seen cars with 100,000 miles on in worse condition than this. So it just goes to show you can't always judge a book by its cover. You have, I say it with all our cars, whether they've had 2 owners or 20 owners, sometimes the 2 owner cars can be worse looked after than the car with 20 owners. You've got to base each car on itself when you see it on the ramp and condition wise, because I've seen some people in cars for a long period, a bit like this Cayman. Last owners owned it for 13 years. The exterior condition actually isn't, it's okay, like it's done the miles, but it probably could have been looked after a lot better by just simple cleaning. I think the cleaning side's let the car down. It's like pitted some of the paintwork, but Porsche, the actual design of the car, mechanically it's held up pretty well. So yeah, credit where credit's due to Porsche. 213,000 mile Cayman inspection done. I think the only car we know of that has got more miles on than this is a 3 litre TDI Panamera, which is a customer of ours, and he's racked up about 330,000 miles. Other than that, I've seen some of the Caymans be near like 150, 160. I think we saw one about 165 on a Cayman S. A friend of mine, Alex's car, he sold that a few years back, but he'd rack up a lot of miles on that. But that's the highest mileage Caymans or Porsches I've seen around that. There's nothing I've seen that's been in the 2 zone. So yeah, it's an interesting car to see.